Hey everybody, welcome. I had to get started because I had to get a little time change and everything. Let me let the people know that we are live. We live now. Can you guys let me know if you hear me? Because I did unplug the mic. Um, mic. Testing. It says it's working, so I guess I'll take that. This is like acting weird. Here we go. Okay, don't fall now. Welcome everybody. You hear me? Let me know if you guys hear me. Thank you. I see Pika, Sarah, Katie. Thank you for being here. Nebby's in the house. Millie, the model. Welcome. Oh, at 2 a.m. Heather's here. Shout out to y'all. Morris was up. I was up at midnight too. Morris, I'm tired. Um, thank you for being here. This is like we have quite the live today. So I'm waiting for those notifications to go out. Thank you guys for being here. All right. Thank you for letting me know that you hear me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Baby Bunny's upset. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Simply Naked says I've arrived. Thank you for arriving. Shout out to y'all. Look at my hair's all, it's a messy bun. See if I can fix the messy bun a little bit. See, but it doesn't want to. While we wait for those notifications to go out. Okay, hold up. See, this is falling apart. That is okay. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Stay Spiria. Hey, Shauna B. Beaker Bob. Thank you. I was up till past 4. Ooh, Lori, get some rest. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Tanya, welcome. Katie did it. Sarah Lynn Daisy, how are you? Rhiannon is in the house. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button, please, and thank you. Sarah Lynn is in the house. Welcome. Well, I appreciate it, but sometimes it be doing too much. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, do the hair stick. Welcome everybody. Hey Tasha, how are you? Let those notifications go out. I'm on coffee number 2. Okay? I'm on coffee number 2, and I might have to open an energy drink in a little bit because I'm tired. I was up late last night. You going to sleep last night? Yesterday was just off for you? Wow. I was up till 3 a.m. and Ben sits up. Ooh, Kelly, I'm sorry. Hey, Elsa, how are you? Thank you, Kat. Don, how are you? Nurse, how you doing, my love? Smurgy's in the house. Thank you, Chris Cat. Is it Chris Kras? Chris Kaz. Chris Kaz. Welcome. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Tim, not here fidgeting. You said not here. Fidget of your imagination. A figment. Why am I saying fidget? See, I can't even read. A figment of my imagination. Well, thank you, Tim. I'm telling you, I'm so tired. I can't even read. Are we discussing the dude held captive by the stepmom? The dude held captive by the stepmom. No. I don't think that's on the title, Elsa, but let me know. I've never even heard of that. What happened? Thank you. Said, I'm awesome. Tired of. Also, I'm 17 days straight work 2 jobs. Oh my God. Tasha, shout out to you. Wow. Why echoey? Am I echoey? Your mic isn't on? Okay. Well, this is why I test the mic. Hold up. Let me see before we get started. Mic 21212. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Lots of insomnia in the chat. Turn on the mic. Hey, can you guys hear it? Perfect. Better. 1 2 1 2. Better. Here we go. Okay, yeah, it was in a different setting. I had to make sure. Now it's better. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. You hear me. Well, I'm glad that you hear me. Welcome everybody. He set his room on fire to get freed. Roxy, I've never heard of that. Y'all are gonna have to let me know where is the story at. Let me know. Okay, my mic is better. All right, I'm glad you guys hear me. Okay, hey Ava, how are you? Welcome everybody, guys. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is Friday. Is it Friday? Friday the 14th. Wow, yes, it is. I am happy that it's Friday. But I'm a little tired, not gonna lie. Welcome, Gordon. Shout out to you from sunny Cape Town. Welcome. I'm letting the room fill up a little bit more before we get started because we definitely have some stuff to review. And I don't know, like, Everybody with the time change. By the way, shout out to everybody that hit that like button. I know everybody's kind of dealing still with that, but we have quite the agenda today, so we got to get going and we gonna get started here. Let me just make sure I let everybody know we live. Instead of live, I put we lice now. We live now. Sorry, y'all. Typo. Oh my goodness, Sylvia, I'm so sorry. Oh, oh no, sorry. Discord chat. Shout out to y'all. Okay. Welcome everybody, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Let's get going. We have so much to review. Why don't we start with something that's kind of developing still? Let's talk about Gene Hackman real quick. Shout out to you, Ren Cruz from San Diego. Shout out to you, love. And welcome to everybody that's new to the channel. But we got some stuff to talk about, okay? That I think kind of is interesting, right? So this just dropped today. Gene Hackman's kids not mentioned in will, but there's a really interesting twist to this, okay? So they're not mentioned in the will. They didn't get anything. Who was mentioned in the will? Well, I'm hearing that it's Betsy who basically was mentioned on this will. And it says Gene Hackman will has been unveiled, and the two-time Oscar award-winning actor left every penny and his fortune to his wife Betsy. To his wife Betsy. But here's a twist. The Hollywood legend made Betsy his role beneficiary back in 1995, according to the docs obtained by TMZ. What's interesting is that his three children, son Christopher and two daughters, Leslie and Elizabeth, are not named in the will. It was all supposed to go to Betsy, but the timing of their deaths could change where the money goes. As we told you, early findings indicate Betsy died from hantavirus, a rare disease that could be fatal, while Gene passed away about a week later due to the cardiovascular disease. Officials made it clear that Hackman was struggling with Alzheimer's, which would also explain why he never called the police about his wife. Betsy's will leaves most of her assets to Gene, but there's provisions which say if they die within 90 days of each other, it will be considered a simultaneous death. And in that case, her will provides all her assets to go, or all her assets go to charity. So, but since 1995, Betsy has been mentioned in this will. You know what I mean? It wasn't like there was a sudden change of this. You said typically, if not mentioned at all, it's disputable. They usually will mention them with the small sum to be clear. This is interesting, right? Hey Tony, how are you? But not anything? Not even like a cent of your kids? So everything goes to Betsy, and then everything that's Betsy goes to charity? Even Betsy didn't leave anything for, I mean, I don't know. I think she had her own. They shared kids or something. They're not even leaving kids, or excuse me, money for their kids. You say they're going to fight over that money? I don't know, but it's been since 1995. Okay, so maybe she did drive a wedge. Maybe there was something going on there. Maybe something happened here that they couldn't really figure things out. You know what I mean? So that's an interesting point. So Betsy, her will provides all of her assets would go to charity. New Mexico is a community property state. So assuming there's no prenup, Betsy's estate could have a lot of money and her share would go to charity. And as for Gene's estate, despite the fact that he did not include his children in his will, they would presumably get his share since they are the most direct living heirs. And so Andrew, a prominent California trust and estate attorney, I think it's Kasserstein, has reportedly been hired by Gene's son Chris, who's the oldest sibling, indicating he may challenge the will. Hackman discussed his difficult relationship with his children over the years, admitting he wasn't around much during Chris's formative years. He had gotten closer to his kids in most recent years. Julia Peters, a representative for the estate of Hackman and Arakawa, has also filed paperwork asking the court to grant preliminary injunctions preventing authorities from releasing any photos or videos of evidence of the crime scene. they're still calling it a crime scene, guys. Officers' body cam footage, for example, citing Gene and Betsy's right to privacy. As you know, Hackman and Arakawa were found dead in their home last month, and officials say they believe their bodies had been laying in the house for more than a week. So they did not get a comment from the rep. But here's the deal. Here's another article that I find interesting, right? As it pertains to Gene Hackman and kind of how things were found. Gene Hackman, okay, wait, we read that. I'm hearing, this is no different than what we just said. I'm hearing that the dog was hold up, there's more on this dog. Here it is. This is from People. How Gene Hackman's wife and surviving dogs assisted first responders while they searched for his body. So the dogs, I mean, because you just sometimes animals are, they feel things like that when an owner is in trouble, when something's happening to an owner or another animal or stuff like that. They can feel it and they try to attract attention, right? If you're sick, depending on how close you are to your pet, that's the other thing too. Keep that in mind. So yeah, I guess they try to assist. The two surviving dogs were also found in their Santa Fe property. I mean, yeah, this is so sad. So new heartbreaking details are coming to light about the tragic deaths of Gene and his wife and their dog Xena, and the role the couple's other two dogs played in locating their bodies. Authorities previously shared that Betsy, 65, died of hantavirus, and we know that Gene died of severe heart disease. Betsy was found collapsed in the bathroom near a space heater and scattered pills, according to the search warrant. Paramedics with the Santa Fe Fire Department entered the couple's property through the front door and saw Betsy lying on the nearby bathroom floor. Chief Brian Moya told US Today. They initially didn't see anyone else despite 30 minutes of searching. Moya told the outlets that amidst their search, the couple's two living dogs, Bear and Nikita, continuously ran up to them, barking, running off in different directions. So the dogs were trying to tell them, like, hey, like, they're trying to say, like, come here, and this is where the bodies are at. This is where they're at. They realized the dogs were trying to say, hey, come here, Moya explained. The first responders followed one of the dogs to the mudroom at the back of the home where they discovered Gene's body on the floor. The back door had been left open, allowing Bear and Nikita to roam freely in and out of the house. However, Gene and Betsy's third dog, Xena, Calpine mix, was found dead in her crate. Xena had been recovering from major surgery in January and was on crate rest. Oh my God. According to the outlets, hospital staff grew concerned after Betsy didn't come pick up some specialized dog food and medication for Xena on February 11th. That was also the last day Betsy was seen alive. So she was devoted to her dogs. I mean, literally, those dogs were very close to them. This is really sad. So they were trying to get like the first responders' attention. Just sad. Just sad. Okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as we are reviewing. You said, I wonder if they had spending down. It's usually advisable to gift your children while alive for tax purposes. They may have been receiving annual monthly payments potentially. All of this, make sure your kids know which nursing home you want them to go to as well, says James. I mean, all of this. I just want to know, like, what happened though that they. Okay, so Gene said that he wasn't around his kids in their formative years. Yeah, but just because you're not around your kids doesn't mean that you can't be around your kids later on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even as adults. And so maybe this is why, the adult children spell okay, just, having that distant relationship. I mean, why would you have a relationship with somebody who wasn't even there for you? At all. You know what I mean? Like, what would be the point of that? Now, hold up. I got to find my other tab. Where's my other tab? Tap. Where'd you go? Let's go to X real quick. Oh, man. All right. So we got to get to the other parts of our lives because we definitely got some stuff to talk about. And I am still trying to, like, digest the information that I'm hearing, okay? Because we got to talk about Jay-Z and the Jane Doe situation, and then we got to talk about these fake Diddy calls, prison calls, which I'm shout out to my wonderful people that let me know what was going on. So, first of all, let's go back a little bit, okay? Yesterday we got some news that essentially the CNN video that was dropped about Cassie Ventura being brutally assaulted, okay, and beaten. They're making the argument that this video was like fake. It was destroyed. CNN doesn't have the original. CNN does not even have a statement about what happened to the video or what they did to the video. Like, I'm waiting for CNN. If you guys remember, it was the summer of last year, CNN released this 2016 video of Diddy literally being violent towards Cassie, right? And so that video is actually evidence for the criminal case in Diddy's case, right? Now it's evident, it's not like, and I don't want to misinform everybody. I want to say it's like evidence, like I think what they're trying to use the video for is to show that Diddy has this propensity to be violent, right? At least that's my understanding. Like, it's not like they're showing it and they're allowing people to understand how Diddy has acted with people. And so then Agnifilo kind of comes through and says, well, there's all these, timestamps that have been, deleted, and the video's been sped up, and all of this has been happening, right? Okay, Kissimich says, yes, CNN responded to Diddy's lawyers liars. Okay, Kissimooch, did they make a statement? Now, hold up. This is the first that I hear this. Response to Diddy. CNN video. Did they make a formal statement? Oh, they did. Because the lawyers are saying that CNN altered the video. Okay, well, here it is. Here's an article from US Today. And so then we got a little bit of an update because even Cassie's lawyers responded to this whole thing. So let's get into the statement. So CNN defends video of Diddy assaulting Cassie after rappers team claim it was altered. So let's see. Let's get to it. In a joint letter to the judge from Combs' defense team and prosecutors reviewed by US Today, Combs' lawyer says that they subpoenaed CNN, which last May made public the footage of Combs physically assaulting Cassie at a Los Angeles hotel March 5th, 2016. Okay. The news organization provided copies of the hotel surveillance footage to the defense, according to the letter. But Combs' team now claims a forensic video analysis of the CNN footage showed that it was substantially altered in significant respects. So CNN Combs' lawyer alleged the cover-up of the timestamps in the footage sped up. It made it falsely appear that the actions in the video are taking place faster than they occur. So I don't know, is this like it was at one speed and it went from one speed to 2.kx? I don't know. What does it mean exactly? Okay. So this is what CNN says, and I'm glad. Thank you, Kissimooch, for this. CNN says, all right, here we go. CNN denies altering the video of Diddy's assault. In Thursday's statement to US Today, CNN denied the allegations leveled by Combs' team. CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy. Okay. So if they were subpoenaed, then where the hell is this damn copy? Because that's what I said. I said this yesterday. Where is the copy? Where is the original? All right. Okay, CNN. This is what they said. CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source. A spokesperson for CNN said CNN aired the story about the video several months before Combs was arrested. Yes, and I remember the timeline. Okay. And by the way, not only did the video get released, but Diddy also acknowledged. I wouldn't say he said that's me on the video. I wouldn't say he said, I'm sorry I did that. He said, I'm sorry, I was messed up. And he had this, his pupils were looking all crazy. It was looking at the camera. And then he said, yeah, I was messed up, guys. I was in a bad place. But he never said sorry. He just said I was messed up after that video went viral and we all reported on it. Okay. Darcy says, we knew Diddy Shark team and would trash Cassie's video. Darcy, you ain't never lied. Meanwhile, Combs' legal team stands by their allegations in Thursday's letter. So there was this letter that was written for the judge where both parties went in there and they kind of wrote their, thoughts about evidence and different things that they had. Okay. So Combs' legal team stand by their allegations in Thursday letters. Our written and oral communications with CNN counsel was clear. They destroyed the original video file they received from their source. His lawyer said in a statement provided to US Today. In the letter, which was filed in New York federal court Thursday, both sides presented the issues they would like to address in the pre-trial conference scheduled for Friday afternoon in Manhattan, including the CNN footage. Okay. Now, shout out to BJ because I know she's going to go live and there's going to be like a hearing today. So shout out to BJ. Y'all make sure you guys go check her out. Yes, Tony. If Amada can drop BJ's channel, just so everybody knows to go to what channel to go to, because I think that would be great. But here's the deal. Here's the statement. CNN said never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source. A person for CNN said CNN aired the story about the video several months before Combs was arrested. So that was a statement that CNN made. So, okay, so they have the original, right? So if they have the original, then what's the issue? Good. CNN has the original. Let's go. Let's do this. I love it. Okay. So provide the original and give it to the court so that we can move on. And here is, hold up. Where is it? Is it here? Okay. Let's get into what Cassie's lawyers responded to and said. Okay. Because Cassie's lawyers, Douglas Windor, made a statement about the video. And this is what he said. I'm confident that the video fairly and accurately represents what happened. Will be admitted, I can't read. Will be admitted into evidence and that Combs will be held accountable for his depravity. So this is a statement. It is not surprising that Combs would make a disingenuous argument to exclude the disturbing video from being shown to the jury in the upcoming trial. I'm confident that the video fairly and accurately represents what happened, will be admitted into evidence, and that Combs will be held accountable for his depravity. Douglas Windor is Cassie Ventura's lawyer. Okay. When Cassie Ventura sued, it was what? A little over a year ago. This was the quickest lawsuit settlement. Okay. I'm talking about the lawsuit dropped, I think, a Friday? Thursday. And it was settled less than 24 hours like this. They had Diddy in a room. Okay. So whatever Cassie has, and there's probably a lot of stuff we don't know that Cassie has that has not been released. Whatever Cassie had, yeah. I mean, she had Diddy by the balls. I'm sorry, but that's just how I'm going to say it. She had Diddy by the balls, and he settled very quickly. And it was an undisclosed amount. And then shortly after, then you had a couple months, the new year happened, and then the Diddy raids happened, and then shit hit the fan afterwards. Okay? So to me, I think that Diddy is trying to do what he can to, move the way that he needs to. And now that he's behind bars, of course, he's going to try to get this video out, for it to be excluded. But if CNN is saying that it's not altered and they have the original, then what are we arguing about? I don't even want to put out there what they could possibly say because I don't want him to think of it. Ooh. Literally, trust and believe. They just opened the gate for Cassie to drop more info. By saying this, I got to say that. Thank you, Kissamooch. Shout out to y'all. Let's see. But if it's not edited, then give them the original. It's one thing. To me, it doesn't bother me that CNN edited the video, the one that they showed. What bothers me is that if they don't have an original, it needs to be unedited, right? So that they can show it so the jury can see the original. To me, it doesn't change the actions. The man still beat the shit out of this woman. Okay. He dragged her. He threw a vase at her. I mean, that video is in my mind forever printed. I can't get that out of my mind, guys. And he ran with a towel. Now, Agnifilo may say, well, it was sped up. Well, I don't give a shit. He still ran out of his room with a towel. Okay. Doesn't matter. All right. If they were trying to make it less than 30 seconds, it still doesn't take away from the actions that we saw from that video, myself and many others. All right. So let's not get it confused. What could possibly be edited out that would prove differently? That's what I'm trying to say, Kim. It's like, you can't tell me, like, it would be one if CNN is saying, listen, we have the original, it's never been deleted. Okay, then there's no argument. If it had been deleted, then I guess it would be a different story. It'd be like, why'd you guys delete that? Especially if you knew, like, you're fucking CNN, you know you're gonna get, thrown into this case. People are gonna, like, pull you into it. What are you talking about? Why would you do that? So for me, it's like, if they're standing by what they're saying, then I believe CNN is saying what they're saying is accurate. Okay. I may not agree with how they do stuff, but I do believe that they might be accurate. They probably cut out 20 seconds before he came down running the hall. Right. They had to speed it up. It's fucking CNN, guys. Everything gets sped up. I speed up things. I have an hour to go live. Like, I have to do this, right? We got to get it moving. Everybody does a little bit different. The defense is doing what the defense does best. Okay. That's what they do. All right. But let's move on. We're on Diddy, and we're going to talk about Jay-Z here in a little bit, but we gonna finish. We got to talk about Diddy real quick. Okay. So back in, I'm kind of upset by this. All right. I'm not going to lie to you. Back in about 4 months ago would have been like October or something, right? Doesn't give me October 23rd. Back in October 23rd, all right, there was this, like, viral. Hey, Vicky. Thank you, Vicky, for the heads up on that stuff, by the way. This pisses me off. Back in October, there was this viral video of these alleged Diddy prison recording calls, okay? And I happened to review it because I was like, well, damn, this is an exclusive. Like, this is amazing. Diddy's recording calls. And back then, in my mind, I'm like, this blogger wouldn't lie about this. People wouldn't lie about this. People wouldn't alter, or especially if, like, it's one thing if you know the blogger and it's like, the blogger, right? Why would the blogger lie about Diddy phone calls? Well, they did. And I guess it got a little bit revealed, and I'm a little surprised that this didn't get more views. But I want to show you guys how crazy this information was, okay? So there was these Diddy leak calls, all right? And let me get right to the timestamp here. And
about
this
his other side.
Everybody did a reaction video of it. I was listening to it, and I was very skeptical. I know that. About it. But because I felt like, well, I know the blogger, and the blogger's been on my channel, this wouldn't be a lie. This wouldn't, no way. And hold up, let me see I should have gotten this right at the time. Here it is. Okay. So this is around the time that
you guys said
was being promoted by John Atwood. Shout out to Tommy.
The sound?
You guys said he was in the channel. Welcome. Allow for the month. Sorry, my computer's acting up. Here it is. Okay. So
this is no
different. So this is like 12 minutes long. Do they get to listen to the calls?
By the way, this video is no longer available on Sean Atwood's channel. Matter of fact, a good portion of the Diddy content that they've done is no longer available. Thank you. This is wild. So I went back to this video that I did 4 months ago where these Diddy prison recordings got leaked. And so then you had Tommy and Sean on this live, and I'm thinking, okay, like, all right, I guess this is cool. Like, here's some info that we don't know. This video is not available anymore, by the way. Or what? Or are they just talking and giving commentary about the calls? Let me know. It says send you a short one on the Discord. Okay. Thank you. Let me go to the. So they get into it. It's like a long video, but I just wanted to show you guys a trail. I don't play Sean Atwood's video here, but I'm letting you guys know where it was promoted of these leaked prison calls. Okay. So then if you go and just search Diddy prison recordings leaked, you have videos from 4 months ago with over like 800,000, 500,000 views. Okay. You had people that were doing content on this 58K, 380K. Okay.
Everybody was doing content on this mess, okay, about these recorded calls, right? So to my surprise, when I see this video right here, and I'm pissed the fuck off because I'm like, we really can't do anything better with our time. Listen to what the hell this creator's saying, okay?
A lot of you have questions about a video Tommy and I did about an MDC officer who handled Diddy. Let's break it down.
Bullshit.
People like Knife Order 2 and Truth to Heat and even TCM True Clear Media have asked these questions in comments on lives. The videos I created did enhance his voice to be changed into an MDC officer. And yes, Tommy and I did present facts in a deceitful way. It was a slow news cycle, not to justify, but that's just what happened.
Remember what it's like to be in a unit where there's somebody that just thinks they're more important than the other people in the unit. The food should be different for him. He should be able to have a computer and have access to.
Because Sean Combs is very concerned with Sean Combs. And you probably remember what it's. Because Sean Combs is very concerned with Sean Combs.
So I'm sorry, guys. I just got caught up in the moment. I wasn't a Diddyverse guy before all of this, and I just got caught up on the reporting of it all.
Shout out to BJ. Okay.
A lot of you have questions.
I really wish you would have done this without the music, because it's like, we need to hear what is going on. We are a legal channel, not a Diddyverse channel. I'm sorry I agreed to help a fellow creator create a manufactured interview between myself and an MDC and that's what that I said I was friends with. I think coworker or whatever. I'm friends with BOPCO, but he does not currently work at MDC Brooklyn, where Diddy is housed. Having an interview with him was not purposed, and I wish we would have done that instead. My hand to God, I will never let myself get caught up in the moment again and jeopardize my integrity. Sincerely, your Sam, creator of Legal Live Wire. Yeah, so I want y'all to understand, because even I did a video on this. But I did a video on this because I heard that the exclusive came from Tommy. And because I've had Tommy here a couple times on my channel, I thought that, okay, like, here's somebody, regardless of what their background was, because I'm thinking, you know, all right, like, there's a lot of people with records here on YouTube. I'm thinking that there is something legit. Like, he's got connections to MDC Media, or excuse me, MDC, where Diddy's at. And yeah, so a lot of people created content off of this. Bigger channels like Sean Atwood had that creator that are up there too. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can't even get into, like, I'm gonna play it again because the music is just like, let's play this without music and without the cartoon, because it would be great.
A lot of you have questions about a video Tommy and I did about an MDC officer who handled Diddy. Let's
An MDC officer, which would be the correctional facility where Diddy is at.
break it down. People like Knife Order 2 and Truth to Heat and even TCM True Clear Media have asked these questions in comments on lives.
That's so enhanced video collaboration. Yes, they said they did an interview with the CO and they knew it. The music is fucking corny. I'm sorry. I'm so like pissed off because people did create, myself and others created content out of this. So he's talking about an interview video of Diddy's call. So Shaunaby, what happened was about 4 months ago, there was this like video that went viral and other people were taking from this video. Well, this video was created by these two. It was alleged that this video was a recorded call from Diddy from behind bars. Okay. And he was having like these code words about pizza and all kinds of stuff. And literally, it kind of took a life of its own, right? So we're reviewing it and everything. Well, it turns out that this video is a fake. Diddy was not, first of all, there was a lot of red flags to this fucking video. How the hell Diddy's only been Like, this is the real time that Diddy's been locked up. He hasn't really been locked up like that. I mean, sure, the New York nightclub, he might have been detained, but I'm talking about actually incarcerated. That now he's learning how to talk in code. Pizza boxes. Talking to his son. They said that he was talking to his son, King, on this phone, on this recorded call that this correctional officer recorded and then happened to release to these two creators. How does this happen? It's crazy, right? Yeah, they set up the entire thing, made a big deal about it. They did, and a lot of people did. It was all made up. I think a certain boat must have been manipulated, the creator, some way. I don't know, Kim. I think, like, and I get this, but I feel like if you're gonna put, if the lie affects, like, you have to understand the impact of the lie, okay? And you have to understand how much of an unsavory character Diddy is, along with others. But you don't have to lie about these people, because the truth should stand within itself. We've had too many liars when it comes to Diddy and when it comes to, you know, folks coming out and saying things with nothing being unsubstantiated. So here comes somebody with a recorded call who's said to have been Diddy, and all along it was these two people that were recording that call, enhanced the voice in order to make it seem like it was Diddy talking to his son. Like, what the hell? Nothing that is said moving forward as it pertains to Diddy information should be believed when it comes to everybody else at this point. Like, honestly, because it's one thing. If you're in entertainment, all about entertainment, fine then. You know, do what you got to do. Lie on people. Get sued. Okay? But at some point, your shit starts to stink. Let me hit play on this so you guys can see, because it's the music makes it so, I think, confusing to really hear a clear statement about this.
The videos I created did enhance his voice.
The videos I created did enhance his voice. Okay? And he puts the name of, it says Casper and Tommy. That's what it says on these videos.
To be changed into an MDC officer. And yes,
this is the original. I remember this thumbnail. The original thumbnail is here. Okay? I know you guys can't see it. Let me make myself smaller. Oh, no. Smaller. That's the original video. It was an exclusive interview with a correctional officer, and you actually see both Tommy and I think his name is Casper right there reviewing a fake call that they both created. Okay? And this fake call then created other people to do content off of this call, other bigger creators. Okay? Yeah. Just so everybody's aware.
Tommy and I did present facts in a deceitful way. There was a
Tommy and I did present facts in a deceitful way. No, there's no facts. This is all a lie. It was all a lie. There was never any facts on this.
slow news cycle, not to justify.
A slow news cycle. Hold up. Let me go back a little bit.
Not to justify. It was a slow news cycle, not to justify.
It was a slow news cycle, not to justify. It's crazy, y'all. I didn't know this. And I had asked, I said, guys, I'm hearing that these Diddy calls are fake from the people, close to me. I said, did you guys hear about this? Let me know. Can you choose closed captioning? I know it's so hard to understand. You're talking about the music, right? Hold up.
But that's just what happened.
Hold up.
Remember what it's like to be in a unit where there's somebody that just thinks they're more important than the other people in the unit. The food should be different for him. He should be able to have a computer and have access to.
Because Sean Combs is very concerned with Sean Combs. And you probably remember what it's. Because Sean Combs is very concerned with Sean Combs.
So I'm sorry, guys. I just got caught up in the moment. I wasn't a Diddyverse guy before all of this.
I got caught up in the moment. I will never manufacture content again as clickbait to generate views.
And I just got caught up on the reporting of it all.
There's a saying.
A lot of you.
What is it? What is that one saying that says? I forgot. It's like right in my. It's like right in my head. There's a saying that says that the lie has to be bigger than the truth. Okay, but if the truth, like the apology, the recognition has to be louder, right? Like you have to be able to amplify something that you've misinformed and stuff like that, right? And for me, because I thought that there was something trusting behind that creator, you know, clearly I was wrong. They had no problem. And then even the lives that came after that, it said, thank you. At least you're being honest. Brett will never be. Like that video is still up there. I don't know. I think that's his name. Tommy is Brett or something. I honestly hope that other people are here. Like a lot of people are saying here, much respect to you. But the thing is like, this was like, I'm sorry. Like this needs to be louder. A lot of people are saying, well, you know, thank you for apologizing. Thank you for clearing this up. I'm glad. But this video only got 771 views. Whereas the lie was like bigger, you know, and it got more views. I don't know, Gordon. And I would like to think that that is the case. But literally, I mean, listen, I know when you are a creator, my numbers have gone from like 150 people to 1,000, 8,000, 2,000, depending on what the trending topic may be. Guys, sometimes you have to like understand that you may not, like YouTube is not consistent. As a creator, YouTube isn't always consistent. You have to consistently pump, you know, content. But you don't have to lie. You know what I mean? Like there are times where my videos don't even get 1,000 views, but I don't care. I'm putting it out there because it felt good to do it. But I think what some of these creators, like the ones that I'm talking about right now and other ones, they get so used to, you know, ensuring that they have this wave of people that are there, right? And pumping out the content and making sure that the other lie is more salacious than the other one. They don't give a shit who the hell they're destroying, right? And like I said, Diddy is it's a questionable person, period. But can you at least put out the facts of the matter? How dare you keep talking about Diddy and not even amplify this a little bit bigger? You know what I mean? Like, how dare you? Don't do it. I didn't know that it was a fake. I had a lot of questions. I said, well, I heard, but I don't know. Can somebody let me know? Literally. It makes you wonder about all the Jester stuff too. I don't know what happened. And my understanding is that that was something that Reese went through. How did he become like the centerfold of this whole thing? I really don't know. I don't know. Remember the voice memo Tommy sent to Aaron? You know, he does that to everyone he likes for numbers of games. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm telling you, sometimes it's like, I get it because as a YouTuber, you get stuck in the high of wanting a lot of people. You do, but sometimes it doesn't always happen that way. And for me, what I have found is I would rather have consistent supporters than people that just kind of are hot and cold with me all the time. I don't have to do all this shit. I promise you. I really don't. So when I saw this and I said, oh my God, come the fuck on. You did that? You really did that? I don't know. And I'm not saying that I don't get everything correct, but I sure as hell will come up here and correct myself when something doesn't make sense. That's one thing that I'll do regardless of what. So I wanted to put this out here. This is what he put out here. The truth behind the MDC video. And I guess the channel name is Legal Livewire TV or something like that. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But it's a lie. Okay? It's a lie. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know. That's one thing. It's like I don't want to perpetuate something like that if it's not true. But I did do a reaction video of it, and I was very skeptical. But because I heard that the creator was Tommy, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is somebody who I've had on my channel a couple times. He seems like a decent guy. I didn't know his background. I'm hearing that there's this and like I said, I don't have a record of his background, but I'm now finding out that he had some like child I don't know what the word is. What is the word? A sex offense in his background. I didn't know that. And now I'm finding out. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I had no idea. No idea at all. After the bars is the one Casper did the Tommy before. We don't need to make up more. Okay, you said it's gross. Diddy has done enough to drag down. We don't need to make up more. Yeah, sorry. I read your comment in Kat's comment. It says, Kat, after the bars is the one Casper did with Tommy before. Now it's just Casper. Wow. Thank you. This is what I heard, right? Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't know that. So, he admitted. Then I was sent the clip too. I was like, oh, fuck. Huh? I didn't know this. It's crazy. Thank you, Maramello. I appreciate you. Yeah, Kim. So I find it to be disturbing that I don't know. There's a lot of disturbing things to the situation. That's what I'm gonna say. Somebody who is exposing, alleged predators in the industry would still would have that in their background and not admit to it more publicly. I don't know. Like I clearly feel like we've been deceived overall. Yeah, I didn't know that. But apparently there's a video out there. Some put the charges online once, and I remember seeing the screen. And that's the thing is like, people, I've never been said anything about that. So please note that he had Tommy, is it Scoville, admitted to that. He did in a video. Okay. It's true. I don't know the details of the case. I don't know anything, but hey, that's what's out there. Yeah. Roxy, thank you for the $1.99, my love. Shout out to you. It's crazy, y'all. Kim says, and thank you, Roxy. Appreciate you. This is what I'm getting, and I may be wrong. I think this creator was misled and agreed to do it because some certain person hyped it up when he realized what happens. Says Kim. Are you talking about Casper? That could have been the case, and I'm glad that at least I can give him some recognition for at least. I think for me, it's like I would have preferred maybe a more authentic apology than just a 1-minute apology. That's my thought on that, Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes in their lives. Like, don't get me wrong. And I'm not here to justify any of that. I'm not judging these individuals for their criminal. I can't. I have criminal, I have convicted felons in my family. Like, guys, I can't, do that. Like, I know how hard it is, right? But people make mistakes, and I get that. But you don't get to reoffend, and you don't get to repeat the pattern of behaviors, especially if you've been out of the joint for so many years. Like, what the hell? So you're just going to repeat what you learn or what you've been dealt with to the people that aren't deserving of it. And what I realized is that in that one recording that was released by Reese, where he talked about the woman, she's ridiculously rich, I won't con anybody with X amount of money. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, so if that's how you feel about that woman, right, then Diddy's fair game. Okay. Diddy's fair game, because I'm not saying that Diddy's a saint, but what I don't like is people putting crimes on people that didn't commit anything. You know what I mean? Like if they didn't commit something, but you're putting a crime on them. It's different if there's evidence of it. I'll give you, Diddy's a shitty character. There's probably a lot. Hell, we just saw Cassie's video, but why do we need to add more to somebody who already has a lot on their record? We don't have to lie. We don't, because then it victimizes them. And I don't want to victimize Diddy or any of these people. I said, okay, I okay with getting any apology. We have one too many that will move on with no apology, almost like we don't deserve one. You said, I'm okay with getting any apology. Gotcha. And a lie has already traveled around the world before the truth gets, and clearly that lie, like, guys, there are so many videos. Just type in Diddy prison recordings leaked. Type in that, and you will see the numerous amounts of videos that come out under that. It's ridiculous. Some and you know what, Nebulous? You're right. Some unable to rehabilitate or change. Trouble with our world. It's one thing. Doing time doesn't give you accountability. Doing time doesn't give you any accountability, okay? You can do time, and that's just it. It's just time. Doesn't mean you're rehabilitated or you're accountable to your behavior. There's like a process that happens with that, and with that, healing comes with, right? So it's just so I'm disappointed. That's what I think what I am. I'm disappointed. And that's how I feel. You know? It's crazy. I know. A lot of people, and I didn't know either. I didn't know until, like, there's there's videos out there. Feel free to type them up. They're on YouTube, but I'm thinking, giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I didn't know. I didn't have enough facts. I didn't know. And I have no problem admitting to that. It said, I know, do these creators get their videos removed or in trouble for posting a video? No, they don't. I mean, Diddy could file a lawsuit, sure. I'm sure he would. I'm sure that, he's already filed a couple. That right there, my friends, like I said, you don't have to defame somebody's character, even though they're a shitty person. I get that. But we don't have to do that. We don't have to lie on people. We don't. People are shitty because they are. We have to move on, guys, because now we got this situation that is kind of really bothering me a bit too. I'm not gonna lie. Here's another thing that's bothering me. All right, now I got to put my hair down for this one because my head is itchy. That's how much this situation is bothering me. Okay, we need to move on. By the way, before we move on, the bedazzling of the rabbit, there's still more that I want. Like, I want to be able to highlight the rabbit. I did outline a little bit, but we got to do a little bit more so that it shows a little bit more on this side. Baby Bunny loves this rabbit, by the way. This is her favorite rabbit, okay? Yes, Che. Yes. I took it down. I said, no, I gotta take it down. Mm-hmm. Y'all ready to get into it? Let me know. Thank you. Let's talk about Jay-Z. So there is some really crazy ass dilemmas happening with filing. So there was you guys know that Jay-Z has that defamation case in California, right? And I guess Busby and lawyers filed this, like, I don't know, motion and declaration. And now we got a little bit of an interesting situation with the Jane Doe, okay? You said, listen, Busby gets, the Donald Trump lawyers to help him out. Okay. And now we're getting some more information about, like, where did this Jane Doe come from? What happened? Here is the Ava Law Group. All right. So this is an affidavit of the Andrew Van Arsdale confirmed that the Ava Law Group intake of Jane Doe and shows that when she retained counsel, she named Sean Combs, Sean Carter, and another defendant, presumably Celebrity B. So she wasn't coerced by Busby as alleged by Jay-Z in Alabama. Let's get into this because this is like spicy and it's just like, what the fuck what are we doing here? So these are the legal docs. Shout out to Diddy Docket, but it basically says that, and it's highlighted that the Ava Law Group was retained by Jane Doe in early October to pursue claims against Sean Combs and Sean Carter, both of whom were specifically identified as her litigation targets on Ava in law intake form. A true and correct copy of the Jane Doe intake from Ava Law Group retained to show only the abuser's name is attached to Exhibit A. And then, guys, there's more information that basically says that there was an agreement made by Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, and Busby to basically leave the Jane Doe alone, that she wouldn't be harassed, and that this would be kind of done. Like this, and that she would remove her lawsuit, all this kind of stuff. People would withdraw lawsuits. So I have to kind of wonder what the hell is going on, because this is a hot mess, guys. This is a hot mess. Here we have more full name of abuser. Look at Jay-Z. Celebrity B is blocked off. Okay? Blocked off. Celebrity B is blocked off. Now, hold up. Let me get to that. And here's this is a page that says, when their initial extortionate demand letter failed to yield the financial windfall they sought, and after Doe told Busby, with whom she had never spoke with before the demand letter was drafted and sent, Mr. Carter did not sexually assault her, Busby pushed her towards going forward with the false story against Mr. Carter to make the case better, to get them the lawyer and her money, more money. Specifically, Busby brought Jay-Z into it. Spiro said in his filings, and people have said, this is what they said. How is this possible? How is this possible if the Ava Law Group was the one that got the Jane Doe in that intake form? And in that intake form, she is the one filing the case information, the names of the abusers. In here, it says, this is an affidavit from the Ava Law Group. It says that they were retained by Jane Doe in early October. Busby didn't get the case until later on when it was transferred over to him. So somebody's lying. Somebody is lying about this situation. Either the Ava Law Group basically is lying, or somebody else is lying. Who they put Jay-Z's in here. This is what Alex Spiro said. He said that they included Jay-Z's name in order for them to get more money from Jay-Z. Is that correct? But here in this affidavit, it says that the Jane Doe filed and put Jay-Z's name on that intake. So which one is it? Which one is it? Let me know. You know what really grinds my gears? This is that edition, right? Did someone draw the rabbit pic on that day? No, I didn't draw it. Atwood is definitely not a good. No, he's not. He's fucking not. Okay, he tried to censor me, or at least one of our videos. So, what's the truth here? I'm so confused by this. This is straight from Spiro's filing on, what is it, March 3rd? Where he said that that they basically recruited Jane Doe, but Jane Doe was the one that contacted the Ava Law Group. Okay, this is just some of the filings that we have here, and then we have affidavit, and this affidavit of, is it Marc Kasowitz? Anyways, he's one of the Trump's former attorneys who joined the Doe versus Combs. I can't say the name. How do you put it in the chat? How do you pronounce it? Hold up. Let me see. Y'all, Kratz? I think it's Kratz. Kratz. Hold up, y'all. Let me put it in the chat. Somebody break it down for me so I can pronounce it correctly. Please and thank you. Yes. This is how you say it. This is how you spell it. Predators do not usually target the strong. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? How do you say that name? Kasowitz? Kasowitz. Yeah. See, I'm pronouncing the K like Kratz. Thank you. Kasowitz. Crotch? I would have said crotch, Donnie. Marc Crotch. Kasowitz. Thank you guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. See, that's why y'all are amazing in the chat. Thank you for helping me pronounce the name. So Mr. Spiro and I eventually reached out and understanding. Look at Mr. Spiro and I eventually reached out and understanding that the parties would agree to a walk away whereby they would drop all of their disputes against each other and disengage from litigation in the interest of global peace. So what's being alleged right now is that there was a secret agreement and deal, okay, that was made between all of these lawyers to make Jane Doe go away, to kind of drop this. Busby would drop his suit. People would drop their suits, right? And there was an email exchange with this, which we have a copy of the email. It's actually part of the exhibits. So there's some really crazy shit going on that's being secretive in the background. And now all of this is being exposed. And Spiro's credibility is coming into question, okay? That if he's willing to file these documents and say, well, listen, the Jane Doe was contacted by Busby to basically lie, but then we're finding documents that that's not the truth, that Jane Doe actually contacted the Ava Law Group for an intake, and then she named her abusers in those forms, then you can't say that Busby pushed her to lie. Huh. This is a lot. So I need to understand, what do you guys make of this? I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know what y'all think. Okay? So it keeps going. We negotiated and agreed to a phased withdrawal of the New York action, and our agreement is reflected in an email exchange dated February 4th, 2025. A true and correct copy of the February 4th, 2025 email exchange with Mr. Spiro is attached hereto as Exhibit A. As set forth, Exhibit A hereto an agreement for the withdrawal of motion of sanctions in the New York action. So Spiro says, I'm going to withdraw the motion to have Busby sanctioned in New York. Why was that withdrawn? We don't know. The dismissal of the New York action within 10 days hereafter. Why? And number 3, a commitment by Carter and his attorneys that they will not authorize, employ, or otherwise engage investigators or anyone else to harass or otherwise interact with client, his law firm, or his present and former clients, employees, and families. They made an agreement that nobody was going to go and harass the Jane Doe, interview the Jane Doe, leak commentary, leak videos, leak recordings. What happened here, my friends? You said, okay, because Jane Doe said that accused Busby to the PI, and she's on the tapes. That's what prompted the lawsuit in Alabama. But what do you guys think, though? Like, this shit is a damn shame. I feel like everybody's a snake here. Everybody. And then they attach the emails. Guys, they attached that email. Okay? And I actually posted them on my wall on my channel. Hold up. I'm like, are these fake? Is this fake? What happened? Are these like, are we being had? What's going on? Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? This is the email. This is part of their exhibits. I said, this can't be real, right? It's all about, well, Matt, do you think it's all about money for all of them, or just like, where do you stand with this? I think they're lawyers. Lawyers want to make money, right? All of them. But is it pi? 3.14? It's Pi Day. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I got distracted. Okay. The email says, this is an external email. This is Marc Kasowitz. Thank you, chat, for correcting me. From Marc Kasowitz with Alex Spiro. External email. Spiro, here's our proposal. 1, you and your clients, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, will withdraw Rule 11 motion. 2, 10 days later, plaintiff will withdraw the complaint with prejudice. Did she withdraw her complaint with prejudice? She did, Linda. She withdrew with prejudice. Okay? And then it keeps going. 3, you and your client and their agents will not authorize, employ, or otherwise engage investigators or anyone else to harass, otherwise interact with my client, his law firm, or his present and former clients, which his clients, so Marc Kasowitz's clients would be Jane Doe and Busby. Okay? And he's basically saying here, you're not going to be harassing our clients. You're not going to send people out there. Neither you nor your client is admitting that you have done nor known about it. Just a commitment that you won't. And what does Alex Spiro respond? How does he say? He says, okay, that's on the email. That's on the email. In accordance with our agreement, Quinn, Emanuel, and Carter withdrew their motions of sanctions in the New York action. So this is why we were wondering, well, why did Spiro drop those sanctions? What happened? Well, now we know why. Because they had a secret agreement that was not made public. I think that's like the biggest thing, guys. They had a secret agreement that was not made public. Okay? In further performance of our agreement and in reliance of the understanding that parties' disputes were all to be gradually withdrawn, the Busby parties and Jane Doe dismissed the New York action with prejudice on or about February 14, 2025. I was surprised and disturbed to subsequently learn that Carter and Quinn Emanuel almost immediately sought to use the negotiated dismissal of the New York action as evidence against Busby's parties in California action, and that the investigators made in-person contact with Jane Doe within a week of the dismissal, notwithstanding the explicit agreement with Mr. Spiro and Carter that no such contact was to be made. This conduct is completely contrary to the understanding that led to the dismissal of the New York action, which was premised, I think that's how you say that, on a mutual cessation of hostilities. I declare under perjury of whatever in the state of California. These people declare a lot, and it's just like, y'all are declaring too much. And what is the truth of the matter? So this is the Ava group. I have a question for those that have been following this, okay? They broke our secret agreement. They had a secret agreement, guys. They were doing this right in front of our eyes under the table. They had a secret agreement. Let me know. You said the girl. Oh, man. Come on. It's medical for me. Here's my question, though, okay? Let me ask you guys a question. When the investigators went to go see Jane Doe, they asked Jane Doe about a party. But I thought Alex Spiro said that Jay-Z wasn't at this party. He wasn't there. So was she at the party or was he not at the party? Because this is what the declaration says to the Jane Doe. Did he do something to you? He was at the party, but he didn't do anything to you? He didn't do anything to me, but he was at the party. So was he at the party or was he not at the party? Spiro has said something different. I'm more confused by this, and only a couple people have picked this up in terms of just how confusing things are in this situation. I have to wonder, guys. I have to wonder who's telling the truth, who's what, why are there secret dealings behind closed doors? They're talking behind our backs in front of us. That's what I need to know. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Becky. It's all confusing. I gotta tell you, it's all confusing, guys. Honestly. I'm confused by it. Yeah. I think that's what it meant to do, is confuse us. I truly feel bad for the victim. The circumstances around this is nefarious. Well, this is the thing. It's like, I don't know if she's lying. You know, I mean, a lot of it, I just, in my opinion, I don't think she's being completely honest. I've said this, right? I think that there's some things that it's okay to say, but the way in which they've come, the attorneys, that's what makes me feel some type of way. Jay-Z is probably innocent. We don't know. or not. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I have to wonder, like, why is there a secret agreement? Why drop all these sanctions? What was agreed upon? Why make a secret meeting? And then they got mad at each other. So then they said, well, fuck this. I'm gonna go sue. I'm gonna sue the Jane Doe, and I'm suing everybody else in there. Yeah, and I think we're in our right to feel this way, Lindsay, honestly, because a lot of it is not making sense. I think everybody's in the right to feel some type of way about the Jane Doe and whatnot. But I have a lot of questions about this. Why are they making secret dealings behind our backs, guys? It's a very public case. I'm concerned about this. I guess we'll find out. I hope BJ looks into this a little bit more too, because I gotta say, and here's the deal, like, everything is so fucked up because it's like you have, like, just go straight to the court documents. That's where you're going to find some truth, honestly, because you can't really be believing everything. Play the devil's advocate. Do we expect anything different from Jay-Z? I don't know. I don't expect anything for anybody. Here's the deal. I know we need BJ to read. Shout out to BJ. Here's the deal, though. Like, it gets so complicated because then you have, like, YouTubers, so that will put things together and they really kind of like fuck it up for everybody. And I get it, like, we get the high of the click and the view, we get it, but you don't it's one thing to make a clickbait title. It's a different thing to actually lie within the clickbait title, if you know what I mean. Everybody does clickbait on YouTube, but don't make your content a complete lie, which I think has been kind of like what Sean Atwood has done. Sean Atwood is a fucking fraud. He has platformed a lot of these people. A lot of the reasons why a lot of these other content creators have the content that they have is because they've been pulling from him to create this lavish situation where it's like we don't know the number of victims, we don't know what's going on, and if I was a victim I probably wouldn't even be talking because I wouldn't know what they would do to me. Yeah, and they can make a deal, they can make any deal they want, and they have no obligation to make it public. That's right, Lori, that's right. They could probably be making a deal right now and we don't even fucking know, but people need to be holding people accountable, you know what I mean? Like, they do. Some don't sound right. And it makes it harder for, like, creators like myself. Hell, I mean, it's hard in the true crime community. In this space, in the pop culture space of, like, exposing different things, it's fucking crazy. It's one thing to say I have a theory, but you don't have to lie on people. That's the thing that I'm saying. Like, you just don't have to do that. And people have been peddling and, going to these quote unquote truth tellers of bullshit, the Jaguar rights, what's her name? Ali Carters, the Linishas of the world, all these people. It's too much. You said, hold up, didn't Busby say he dismissed because she was in fear? But now we find out that there's a secret agreement. Can't trust Spiro. You can't trust both of them. That's what I'm saying, Roxy. You can't trust both of these people. None of them. I don't trust anything that Spiro says, and I don't trust anything that Busby says. Both of these lawyers are, in my opinion, I'm sorry. And Spiro has had the best reputation. Look how we got what's his name? Alec Baldwin out. Look, he has had a reputable reputation. He has. But at this point, based on how they're moving, come the hell on. You can't trust both of them. You can't, honestly, because you have lawyers are going to lawyer, right? Lawyers are going to get paid. Okay. They get paid to represent their client, whether with a lie or a strategy or something to that effect. So yeah, they're both, to me, like, nobody's good in here. You know what I mean? Nobody. Roxy, thank you for the $4.99, my love. Shout out to you. Go to the source. Go to the court documents. You want to know the truth? Go to the court documents. And then you make your own opinion on that. Is the Jane Doe sketch as hell? Yes, she is. She is, in my opinion, very sketch. Okay? There's something very sketchy about the situation. But is the way in which Alex Spiro, the way he has moved, yeah, that's sketch too. And so is Busby. All of these people, the way they have moved is so freaking sketch, in my opinion. Cannot be trusted. Okay? How many people are going to go after Diddy criminally? Marissa, I'm still waiting. You have like how come and everybody's going after Diddy civilly at this point, right? He only has, the indictments that he has with that situation. But here's the question that I have to ask, okay? I have to ask you guys a question. Like, with this whole RICO enterprise, why the hell don't we have more people listed in this RICO? An enterprise is an enterprise. Okay? Nobody works alone in an enterprise. We need more people. Now, could they have cut deals? Yeah, potentially they could have. They could have cut a bunch of deals for all we know. I don't know. I wasn't there. Busby said in the civil side that he's already made settlements with various celebrities. Okay. Some of those could be, I don't know, I'm thinking implicated. A lot of people could be implicated in the criminal stuff. They could be state witnesses, right? That's a good point, James. I need to know that I don't know, like strategy wise, I just don't know. Everything is sketch. Hear everything, but hear everything with a discerning ear, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of this is not making sense. And this whole thing with Busby and the Jane Doe and Spiro, it just changes every day, guys. It changes in different ways, honestly. We just don't know. Tomorrow, it could be that maybe the Jane Doe did X, Y, and Z and she's lying. I don't know. Today, it could be something different. We don't know. We don't know. But what was proved in those declarations is that she wasn't approached by Busby to add Jay-Z to the lawsuit. She listed Jay-Z and Diddy and a celebrity as her perpetrator. And she reached out to the Ava Law Group. They have the intake forms of when that happened. Good. That's good. So we'll see what happens from there. But at the end of the day, I don't trust both of these lawyers anymore. I don't. Great lawyers, maybe. People trying to get out of something, but I don't trust them. I don't know. How many people that are not paid by entities are going after him? There's a really good question. There you go. There you go. And by the way, I do believe that certain bloggers get paid to put things out here too. Cutting deals, secret agreements. I believe that certain bloggers get paid to put shit out there on people. Yeah. So if you can't find a blogger that can give you the narrative from both sides, I would be red flagging that a lot. I would. Because people get paid to, I'm telling you for personal experience, as somebody who has a channel, I have been contacted, before on other things where people want to pay me to put something out. It does happen. Okay. And like I said, you might fall into this kind of bullshit where you're putting MDC calls, all right? And thinking and they go viral. You might fall into that. Yes, I will tell you, I've been contacted on various things because people do get contacted. Okay? People watch people and then they say, I'll offer you this amount if you put this out. And then you have to post X, Y, and Z. It does happen. It does happen. It's a real thing, especially in the pop culture area, true crime and certain things. If there is an agenda that you're trying to run about a certain thing or a person, it does happen. It's not an accident. It's true. People don't say that. People will never publicly tell you that, but I will, because YouTube pays my bill. I'm a YouTuber. I make money off of YouTube. Okay. AdSense, super chats, the stuff like that. Of course, supporters, Cash App, people that are generous. I appreciate everybody, but that's the reality of a situation is that people will contact you to put things out about people. Yeah. And then if you could be SOL if you do that wrongly, like you got to be careful because people do get sued and all that shit comes with it. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta go. And y'all are amazing. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. It's a lot of information that we discussed today. It really was. Anything else? I think that's it. I gotta go. Oh, Roxy, thank you again for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. Trust the trust your audience has. Absolutely, it's a lot. You guys have a great day. Hit the like button. Thanks, guys. Bye. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday.